I'm too tired after work to exercise. I don't have time to exercise. I don't like gyms. Every time I exercise, I get hurt or sick. Sound familiar? This is Estelle, and I'm going to talk to you about what the weight loss industry doesn't want you to know and what the health community isn't explaining. Gentle movement. Hey Nova, what's up? Oh, don't worry. They know to like, follow, and subscribe. Everyone wants to empower their healing. Gentle movement is a movement that keeps your heart rate at your fat burning range or lower, keeps your breathing in a normal range, and you might sweat, but just a little bit. The goal is going through the full range of motion, but it isn't a deal breaker. There are so many kinds of gentle movement like walking and swimming and Tai Chi, Qigong, beginner's yoga, beginner's belly dancing, some forms of beginner's Pilates, and somatic healing. That's just to name a few. Yale, Harvard, and Princeton all agree that gentle movement is up there with getting the sleep, food, water, and air that we need. But why? Our fascia has three primary components: collagen, elastin, and ground substance. The ground substance has some waste, nutrients, proteins, and fluids. It's like our lymph fluid. And just like how our lymph system doesn't have a heart to circulate the fluid, neither does your fascia. Movement is the heartbeat of your fascia and lymph system. On top of that, gentle movement engages the parasympathetic nervous system. In other words, gentle movement helps you relax. Doesn't exercise do those things? No. Exercise pushes your body past its limits. It puts a lot of wear and tear on the fascia and raises stress. You see, stress is a biological process of protecting homeostasis. That way, when you had to run from a saber-toothed tiger, you didn't go into shock or have your blood sugar drop drastically and pass out. If you already have a chronic stress condition, then exercise will raise it beyond what your body can handle. Yeah, you still get your ground substance moving, but not really the lymph system. The problem is the fascia is now being damaged. And since inflammation is a chemical start to our healing processes, it's just increasing your inflammation in your fascia. You feel less stress because you have exhausted your endocrine system and your brain is trying to self-regulate by flooding you with endorphins and oxytocin. That helps with depression and anxiety, sure, but only in the short term. Look, I'm not against exercise at all. It's just important to know that exercise only helps you build strength at a cost, and a lot of people can't really afford it. You need to be healthy enough to do that aggressively without systemic damage to your body. Gentle movement, on the other hand, helps you not only maintain your whole body, but even heal it. So even if you can only exercise on a weekend, that's okay. What matters is that you get the amount of gentle movement you need each day. Of course, while Yale, Harvard, and Princeton agree about how important gentle movement is, they don't agree on how much you need. I know, it's exhausting. But I think there's a reason for that, though. The gentle movement amount and kind depends on you. For example, when I first started adding gentle movement into my health routine, I didn't have endurance and strength to walk more than 5,000 steps. You see, I have an autoimmune disease that was undiagnosed for 22 years. That leads to a lot of systemic damage. Exercise was just too much for the damage I always had. So obviously, I couldn't do more intensity safely. I had to walk at a slow, steady pace. And it could take me 3 to 4 hours to get to 5,000 steps in. And honestly, I felt it. That was rough. I've always been an athlete. Going from ballroom dancing for 8 hours a day to barely able to walk 5,000 steps, yeah, I hated that. But after a few months, because, gentle takes longer, I started to have less pain and less edema. And that led to more energy. And after years of healing work, I went from an athlete that couldn't walk a block to one that was doing 2 miles in less than 30 minutes. And I wasn't breathing hard or raising my heart rate. So whatever gentle movement you started with now won't stay that way. I chose walking as my gentle movement predominantly, even if that meant getting some steps in around my home while I waited for something. There are also many videos on YouTube like somatic healing that are only 10 minutes long. Don't be afraid to do what you can and just stop. And if you feel up to it, then pick up where you left off. This gentle healing skill can affect your entire body in a profound way and lead to weight loss, healing edema, especially mild edema, reducing, if not ending, soft tissue pain, lowering chronic stress, healing some of the causes of depression and anxiety, helping your immune system, and helping your digestive system. So much healing in one step. You are worth investing in. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below if you have any questions.